Oh, no.
He would have won in any other Heisman year. So
it's not so much...
I will take the stats. I will take the records that he broke. And being a pocket passer who isn't a runner in a Urban Meyer system that is designed not for that all day. His size alone.
Like I said, it wasn't so much a slight at Dwayne Haskins as it is how shitty this quarterback class is.
I completely agree. But that's why you go if you're Haskins. That's why you entered the draft. Because you know you're going to get first-round money and probably top 10 money. You leave now.
And we knew that he was going to be... Do you know how we knew that he was going to be leaving? Because Justin Fields transferred to Ohio State.
Well, I think that was the straw that broke the camel's back. I think Justin Fields had to know ahead of time because there's no reason Justin Fields makes that decision if Haskins comes back because then Justin Fields is sitting behind Haskins.
Right.
Why? Well, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, so he must have told his coaches. Coaches knew, actively recruited Justin Fields for a transfer. And so they knew. That's how I knew.
Yeah, I mean, I think there were... But I think I knew once he won the... I mean, what was he going to do? He was going to come back, maybe have a chance to go at the Heisman. He would have had to compete with Herbert. Definitely next year,
Tua.
Sunshine and Tua.
Well, no, Trevor Lawrence is a true freshman. He's got to get through his junior year.
Trevor Lawrence right now is my favorite to win the fucking Heisman next year.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were talking about draft.
No, I'm saying, like, what was he going to come back and do? Try and win a Heisman?
Right.
Maybe try and get back to a national title where it looks like the odds are going to be stacked in Clemson's favor next year because they're returning, like, everyone other than their D-line.
Right.
I mean, it didn't make much sense. And again, you factor in the money, going in the top 10, being the first quarterback taken. He said he grew up a Giants fan in Jersey. The Giants are clearly the prime team that's on the board if you go down it to take a quarterback.
I mean, unless someone trades up.
Unless someone trades up or the Giants decide to go in a different route, line-wise or whatever it may be.
You just never know. Because...
No, because... And here's the other argument I hate about Giants fans. And I'm really getting on a tangent on this. This is almost a rant for me. But I'm in way more control. I don't want to hear another Giants fan tell me, oh, we don't need to get a quarterback this year. First off, shut the fuck up. Because I had to hear you talk about how we needed to take a quarterback. And I don't want Saquon Barkley. That's not going to work out well. Yeah, you're a fucking moron. Secondly, oh, you want to wait until next year? Look at all the quarterbacks coming out in the draft next year. Okay, so basically what you're telling me is you're okay with being dog shit next year. Because I don't know about you, but this will be 6, 7, 8 years almost that we've been dog shit. And I've kind of had enough of it.
8 out of 10, yeah.
Yeah, I've kind of had enough of it. And even out of the 10 that we didn't, okay, so we won a playoff game. And then we got bounced right after. That's not what I'm looking for. We raised titles here.
Yeah, so for me...
Since when did making the playoffs become the godsend? Like, no offense, I understand the Bills breaking a streak. That makes sense to me. That is a drought that needs to happen. But, like, that shouldn't be the fucking goal. Get the title.
Yeah, exactly. But, I mean...
What are we playing for? Ribbons here? Is this what we've come to?
My argument for why I don't think the Giants absolutely... Actually, this kills my argument because the Giants should have started Kyle Lauletta for the last 6 games. See if he is decent enough to where you can afford to wait for someone because you might have a guy who can be the replacement.
Maybe, but we don't know. They
should have.
But we don't know now. So, that's a wasted opportunity, and you're sitting at 6 where...
It's the second fucking wasted opportunity. Davis Webb didn't get a shot. You put in Geno fucking Smith.
But Davis Webb at least landed on his feet somewhere. He deserves to land on his feet a lot more than in Hackenberg. The way he throws the ball, he might as well stand in the press corps.
Yeah. And all the people who are like, no, the Giants should go get Teddy Bridgewater. Teddy Bridgewater doesn't want to be your
First
fucking
off, I don't think they're going to get Bridgewater. And furthermore, I don't think Bridgewater is going to leave the Saints. Because I think Bridgewater is pretty set up to be the Saints quarterback when Brees says he's done with this.
Which could be this year.
And if Brees wins a title, he's probably done with this.
Whether he wins a title or not, he's probably done.
That being said, so Bridgewater has a perfect bridge for literally him to get into the starting role again. And in a good spot where he doesn't have to... It's almost similar. He's playing in a dome. And He'll be fine.
Yeah.
I don't see him wanting to leave. And furthermore, either one of the quarterbacks that you go out and you want to sit here and, oh, well, maybe we should go get, we should see about Nick Foles. I'm not paying Nick Foles that money.
I'd rather take the chance on Carson Wentz than Nick Foles.
I don't want him either. Either one of them is going to demand the money that I don't know that they deserve. And then furthermore, I'm hearing people saying, oh, let's see if we can get Keenum from the Broncos. What, because of Shermer?
Joe Flacco's going to be available.
Yeah, that's right. I don't want Eli anymore. I want another guy who's old.
What about Blake Bortles?
Yeah, we might as well go get him.
Well, Colin Kaepernick's still available.
Yep, perfect. Bring him in.
Oh man,
bring him in.
Enough of the Giants' misery. Let's get to what we're here for. All right. So
the debate.
Yes.
Oh, I can't wait to see what you cooked up on this one.
All right. So
I'm almost out of yelling. You said it was going to be this whole second half, so. Yeah.
What we're trying to do here is determine what makes an activity a sport. I've compiled a list of events, and I want us to discuss if it qualifies as a sport or if it does not. If we all agree that it either is or is not, then we're just going to skip no discussion. Because what's the point of yelling at each other? Yeah, it's a sport! I know it is! That doesn't make sense. So if we agree that it either is or is not a sport, we're just going to scrap it, move on. Okay?
Okay.
So how this is going to work, I'm going to give you an event, i.e. shuffleboard. And we will take turns saying either the word sport or not. Okay? You say one of those two words. You think it's a sport? Say sport. If you think it's not?
Not.
There, perfect.
Sport.
Good job, Tony. Proud of you.
All right. And then if we don't get a unanimous decision, I'm going to call on whoever dissented among the three of you to defend why you say it either is or is not.
Gotcha.
All right. I asked all three of you to come up with your definition of what a sport is. All right. So who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay. DMBB, what is a sport?
Exerting energy either individually or in a team effort to achieve a desired result, as in beating somebody else for championship or bragging rights.
Good definition. Who's next? We got Dan and Tony.
I'll go. My definition would be some form of physical activity or skill in regards to a competition to determine a winner, whether team or individual.
Okay, Dan O'Shea, what is your definition of a sport?
Pretty similar. A form of competition between, I think, individual or team with two or more different parties involved in order to win against the other party.
Okay. So, definition according to Oxford English Dictionary, a sport is defined as an activity involving physical exertion and skill in which an individual or team competes against another or others for entertainment.
Oh, the entertainment doesn't need to be necessary for me. The entertainment doesn't need to be necessary. It really doesn't, because to me, two flag football teams are not trying to entertain anybody, but they're still competing in a sport.
Okay.
So the entertainment just seems unnecessary.
Well, you're entertaining yourself.
I have a list of about...
I guess, but I could do that at home with a thing of yarn and my cat. Doesn't make it a sport.
I have a list of about 20 or so...
The competition part is what makes it the sport. Okay, go ahead.
About 20 or so items.
I can't wait to see what you've come up with.
All right. First one, poker.
No.
Not? We got a not?
Not.
I say no.
We got a not? Dan O'Shea?
Actually,
I'm gonna say yes. Actually.
All right. Oh.
I'm kind of on the fence on this one. Huh. Now that I think about it, because most gambling games I consider a game of chance. Poker's one of the few I consider a game of skill.
Okay, but where's the physical activity?
It doesn't have to be. It's physical activity or skill.
Okay.
Yeah, because I would say esports are sports too.
Don't make any other guesses to anything else that could be on the list. All right, just stick strictly to poker.
I'm going to say no because it's a game that relies on chance.
Okay, Dan O'Shea, you're the dissenter. Why are you saying it's a sport?
Because it is a competition between multiple parties, and while there is an aspect of chance, there is also a large aspect of skill. Required to in bluffing and betting properly. Every sport has a degree of chance, and some are higher and some are lower. This one, the gambling is just directly involved rather than the outcome being bet upon by outsiders.
Okay, all right. So
I mean, I can see his point. I can side towards that, but because there's chance involved, that's where I say no. Because
what's a coin flip in a football game?
Yeah, but you determine if you can call what you want, so you have an active choice in the chance.
The chance I'm talking about is like the chance of the dealer. Like the dealer, I could sit at a poker table for an hour and not catch shit and not be able to play in the game because of the dealer dealing me shit.
And with the coin toss, the head is always going to be on top. They flip it over to tails, flip it back to heads. You know exactly where the head is and where the tail is. You don't know where the six of hearts is. You don't know where the...
Okay. You could say the same thing for an outside game with the weather. That's chance. You could get a rainy game, which might favor a team that likes to run the ball, or a clear sunny day.
I mean, I can see his point, and I can see his point, and I can see where you could consider it a sport.
I as well said not.
Oh, well. I mean, again, I see where he feels that way. I can see why it could be considered, and I see why it's on ESPN. Not to mention, there's a lot of fucking money at stake.
There is a lot of money, yeah. So, we're going to move on now, because I feel satisfied with poker. WWE style wrestling.
Nope.
Poker, barely even know her.
Nope.
Wow.
Nope, not even going to hesitate. No.
WWE style wrestling, is it a sport?
I would also say no.
Ooh. I say yes.
As much as I...
Why is it not a sport?
Because it's all predetermined results. I mean, it's...
Right. There's no actual competition. It's more like a play.
Yeah. Acting. Glorified acting.
Now, is it entertaining? Yes. Yes, it checks that box off all day. It would never have survived if it wasn't for its entertainment value. But because of the fact that this is predetermined, there is nothing to compete for other than getting your paycheck and not dying.
So then, when Clemson played Notre Dame, that wasn't a sport? Because we all knew what the outcome was going to be.
I mean, it barely was because Notre Dame was hardly there.
I think it is a sport because of three reasons. One, while it may be predetermined, they're still competing.
I could see.
They are pit against each other in a competition. It's just we know one is going to win. Would you call the Harlem Globetrotters playing basketball not a sport? You know they're going to win.
Yeah, but that's because they play dog shit. They play like fucking police officers.
It's predetermined.
No, it's just inevitable.
No, when they played the Generals, it's predetermined.
I see where...
It's an act.
I can see where you're coming from, though, because they do tough enough challenges so that, in a sense, helps them get good in the eyes of the management, so who's going to be put over in wrestling? So that's...
I say it is a sport because, again, athletic ability. Athletic ability. All right. It's still, whether you have a chance at winning or not, it's competitive. You're competing.
The guy wins.
How do you have a chance at winning or not if the story's already pre-written?
Yeah.
Well,
that's the issue I have. That's the issue we all have.
That doesn't mean it's not a competition. You just know you're going to lose.
It literally means it's not a competition. It can't be a competition if we already know what's going to happen.